Is it even safe to come out yet?
For the past few days, my garden has been absolutely getting battered by the one and only Storm Malik. Now, have it be told, we're used to bad weather up north here in Manchester, alright? But this weren't just any storm, it weren't just, oh, a bit of rain and a bit of wind. No, my garden got turned upside down, that hot tub cover went flying to the point where it actually ended up on the UK news.
High winds sweeping across Scotland and the north of England. The full force of Storm Malik has been felt out on the water and at home.
So watch out, YouTube, we're stepping up to the big leagues of television. With that said, we will be stepping up potentially to the big leagues of television if this house gets on Grand Designs. But we need to pause that for a second because this house needs some upgrades. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a man with a mission. I got my brand new boundary kit, the security system for the house next door, because as you know, the house next door is from basically the 16th century. I think it's actually from the 1960s, but not quite with the times. So we're giving it some upgrades. Now, the biggest ease of access with this entire thing is you can actually set it up all by yourself. Now, I'm a potato and I don't trust myself building a Lego set. So I've used Boundary System of being able to hire a professional to get the job done. So the house next door, you're not exactly the most modern thing in the world, but step by step, we're getting there. And looking like a pizza man right now, I'm gonna hand this off to the professional and watch it get installed. I'm gone for 2 seconds and you're already at it. I love it. So what's happening right now is this is Thomas, the absolute legend. I've got a system in it that is completely kapunked and dead. And Thomas has already just shown that this is going to be 10 times better because he's managed to get up there, take this one off the wall, and the siren's not even gone off. So when we actually replace that with this, if anyone tries doing that the other way around, this thing will go crazy and scream their ears off. All right, so as we've just got the old system off the wall right now, we've got the new hub that we're going to put in. And to get this setup started, I'm going to go ahead and download the app. Now, this is where the good thing about Boundary comes into play. You can actually fully customize what security system you need in your house, and it can be all controlled from your phone in your pocket. So say if you're away on holiday or you're out for the day, you can control your security system whilst you're out and about. Now, with Boundary, you can choose from one of their bundles that they have set up already on the website, or you can fully customize your own system from scratch. Whether you're in a flat or a bungalow or a semi-detached house, you can use the website to determine how much equipment you need, to piece it all together, to then get delivered to your door exactly what you're after. From here, you can add and subtract certain items from your system depending on the budget that you've got, as well as decide which subscription plan you'd like. You can choose from optional extras such as the cellular backup. For example, if your actual internet goes down in your house, your alarm will still be running because of the Z-Wave technology to make sure you still have the alarm working, but you will still get the notification sent to your phone because the backup is in place. And if you're looking to go all out, you can add on a police response extra for police monitoring to your system. So if you're away from home, you know it's going to get taken care of. So once you've got your package fully completed, you can proceed to the checkout, enter code TOM in the promo box for a whopping 45% off your order, and hey presto, you're ready to go. Okie dokie, so I've managed to download the app and got to the point where I am pairing the hub with my actual phone, of which I'm going to hand the setup installation over to Thomas, who's going to do the rest of the steps. I think we've picked our point of entry, and it's going to be into the plug there and onto the wall. We've now got installed the hub onto the wall, nice and trunked in, which allows Thomas to get installing all the rest of the equipment. These bad boys, they'll actually go up in the corner of the rooms that you'd actually expect them to do. But rather than having to drill them in the walls or anything, we've actually got these brackets that you can stick them up. So like I said, if you end up moving house, you can just pull them out from the corners and go and install it in your new home. What do you mean the security system wasn't up and running? He's breaking in, lads. Guys, this is me dad. Hi, Dad, I'm getting an alarm installed. No way. Right, Tomasz now is installing the sensors up professionally and actually, like we said, drilled into the wall that way. Because it's a pro system that we've got in, we can have this police monitored. And just like that, we've got a sensor up there. And now we're putting a contact sensor on the door. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow. All right. Look at that, nice and secured in. I'm doing loads of work here, aren't I? Look at him. He's not that impressed with me right now because it's like, again, I could have done it myself, but instead, it's freezing in this house, so I'm just stood in front of the fireplace and leaving the professional to do his job. That's all I'm doing. Now, we're not about to film an action stunt, nor is he getting on the zip line, but they do follow all the safety protocols that they have to follow by law. So, Tomasz, You are looking like you're about to take over the world right now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. He's going to set up his ladder onto the wall real quick because it is time to put on the outside siren. Now, it does have to be said, if you are having the pro installation and having a siren put on the outside of the wall, they have to secure the ladder onto your house. And by doing that, that means they have to put like a safety, like little harness from the wall to the ladder. So they have to drill into a small part of your house to actually be able to attach it on. Because as Tomasz was saying, once they've got this attached and they take this out, they're actually going to plug it up and it'll be like it never happened. That looks pretty damn good to me, mate. Get it in. Now, obviously, I just want to throw this out here. I could not be here and just say, yeah, I want this here, there, and just leave and go do whatever I need to do. But I am vlogging it, so I'm documenting it for your faces. You don't have to, like, hold the hand during the installation. You can just leave them to it. I've got you fueled. Here we go. How are we looking?
What's that?
Cooking with gas?
Yeah, your gas leak.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about the literal gas leak. Sensor. Now, I'm obviously going to stop giving a tour of every single sensor in the house because you get the idea of they're around there, and this is not a tutorial of like how to Mission Impossible your way through here. But it's good to say we've got everything set up, like the sensors on the doors, the sensors in the ceilings, everything is all in place. And I think it's safe to say if the ladders are up, we've now got the siren on the front installed as well. Well done, lads.
A nice test.
Well done.
Now.
Yeah. Oh, we're giving it a test. Well then, Tomasz, let's give it a whistle. Let's see how it sounds. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. That definitely works. That definitely works. Now, whilst they're getting on with that, I can tell you guys about Boundary's pet-friendly alarm system that they've got built in. If you've got a small cat or a dog, you can actually fully set your alarm knowing you've left your house safe and secure, but your four-legged friends can still get about. This is all thanks to the technology built into the actual PIR sensors. So before you go thinking, hang on a minute, could someone just crawl along the floor and pretend to be a dog? No, that's not going to work. It's been tested. However, it is worth noting that if you have some big chungus of a pet, you can actually create tolerance zones for them to play safely in a room without setting off the sensors. It's quite funny. I just renamed on the app the actual like device system name, and it's changed it on the hub to the house next door. So a cool new feature that they've just showed me in here that I'm going to be like showcasing here or like screen recording is that you can set up alerts for just like any task that you want it to do in the house. So a great example of this is, say you're out in your garden and you've got like family and friends around, but you don't expect them to keep like coming in and out the front door, but you want to know if someone opens your front door. Well, you can actually set it up so it sends you a notification to be like, your front door is open. And that's exactly what I'm doing here right now. So I can set up a notification to say, front door's just been opened, can be alert of it, you can see what's going on and see if you need to go check it out. Same goes with like if you've got your garage door open, say you're working in your garden, you're getting tools and you don't want to keep shutting your garage door every 5 seconds, you can turn on the notification system to say like, hey, alert me when someone enters. And that's exactly what it can do. It's like you've handed me the keys to my new car. Way! So now all I've got to do on the bottom, just here, and then it scans the key fob, and that's now my key for the house next door.
That's now your key. Yes.
Brilliant. So, so the useful thing of this is if I wanted to hand this over to someone like, oh, it's to set the alarm, but you don't want them to know your PIN code, you can program this as like a guest fob. Yep. So they can just be like, boom, yeah, go in the house, check the house for me, and then they can set the alarm, and then they can just leave.
Yep. Job done.
Sweet. And if you even wanted to, you could use the app on your phone to arm it or disarm it. Well, I think I can say a big thank you to Boundary, because the house next door is now safe and secured. I've got my keys, it's alarmed up, and ready to rock. Thanks, guys. Hey. To be fair, it is a brand deal, but the thing is, the reason why I'm working with these guys in the first place is it's because it's a good product, it's a product I need, and I know it's a product that'll be useful to other people, so, mate, tick the boxes. Got my key, and I can lock up. All right. Seeing as though that's all installed and all done, I'm pretty sure I can just hold my fob against here now, and I should get the countdown to tell me I can leave the house. So, switch my lights off we go, grab me stuff, and ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call a job well done. Oh my goodness me, it is freezing cold, but before I get inside and warm up, I just have to say a massive thank you to Boundary, because yes, they sponsored this video, but they've actually provided a service that I was absolutely after, and more so, when I have people reach out to me being like, hey Tom, we want to work with you or sponsor your video or something like that, it's usually for this or that, and it's like, that makes no sense for me or for my audience. But in this case, I genuinely needed an alarm on the house. So for me to be able to vlog the experience and share it with you guys, tick those boxes are the perfect partnership. More so, I see you guys commenting all the time saying that you're getting into like buying your own homes or your own apartments and like enjoying the process of watching these vlogs because you're doing it yourselves. Then this entire experience may benefit you guys, because if you're actually after an alarm for your new home, your new apartment, or whatever it be, then you can head over to Boundary, build the best bundle that suits you, and get 45% off your order using code TOM.
A few days later.
Now today is a bit of a sad day, but it's not a sad day because it's going to lead to something more awesome, but we're saying goodbye, and that is to one of the bikes. Now don't get me started, alright? I know you might be like, Tom, this is disgusting and so much mess. And yes, the garage is cluttered to a tit, but let me just explain why there are so many boxes. Don't think I just store them for the sake of being a hoarder. No, I use them for like when I have fires, to get the fires going and burn me logs. So there, that makes sense as to why there's so much stuff in there, and doesn't explain why there's all that other stuff there. Anyway, random stuff aside, we're getting this garage nuked and we're saying goodbye to the XJ6. It's a sad day, but it is what it is. I absolutely loved my motorbikes when I was riding them. I've got my 125, which is my first ever bike, and I'm keeping that because I think it's just like a nice little memory to keep, and it's not taking up too much space. The XJ6, I absolutely love it. But do I want to be riding around on a bike like that at the moment? Not particularly. This is the Bat bike. It is beautiful. It looks so sleek and I love it. But I've got the Batmobile. So I've got Darren. Hi, Darren. to do the deed of fixing up the bike, taking it on and selling it. Now, don't think I'm going abandoning like team bike forever. I started on bikes before I got to cars and all that sort of stuff. But for what I want, I love the XJ6, but I'm just not really that interested in like having a street bike anymore. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the in-between of this and that and looking for like a 400cc dirt bike of sorts. But here he is to take her away. Oh, you got it started. She's alive. That's the first time that bike started in probably about 3 years. Wow. Because, yeah, mate, think about it. Like, I got my car, I had my motorbikes first, then I got my Audi, but then I still was Audi and bikes, and then I got my Defender, and then after that, I had that. And you don't want to drive or ride anything else once you've got that, let me tell you. And now the time has come, and so we face the final curtain. Take good care of it, Darren. Oh, I love you, XJ6. I love you. I'm taking me pictures. Man with the van turned up and took it. Man with the van took it. Oh, I'm going to miss it, but it's going to a better home, innit? Someone's going to actually ride it. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I do not think that's the words to that song, but it is what it is. Now, on the sense of getting rid of things and getting organised, Christmas decorations and boxes all under the stairs. I'm hoping that these things, aka the Optimos, are going to be the perfect solution. I've built one already, and in the hopes to organise this, I will definitely need more, but I've built one, and I started getting all my gear in it. So I got my electronics and wiring and party equipment. I got my Nerf guns. I'm going to put on my smoke machines, which for some reason I have like 8 of those down there. I got my old games and stuff like that. And I'm bloody well hoping it helps this room become organised. Because once I get all the work started in the house, all this is going to need to find a home. So if I can organise it into shelving, then when it comes to the time to put it into its place in its home, it'll be ready. So we grab platform 1, we flip it over, we bang in the feet, and then flip it over, add the legs, add the levels, and we stack. Okay, I like how I've started building this, and I've now realised that one of them is broken. So that's not good. 200 IQ thinking Tom. I'm going to save that for the top one and hope it doesn't matter. Level 2, Scaradouche. Level 3. So seeing as though this one's the right size and not broken, neither's that one, neither's that one, I'm hoping that this one can just like go in there and we won't talk about it. This should just be hidden in there. Yes. All right, that all seems to be in place. Now for one good final. I've only gone and bloody built it. BEA. Beautiful. Now all I've got to do is drag you over here, flip you around, and Bob is your uncle, Fanny is your aunt. Look at that, feeling so much more organised. Now you might say, Tom, isn't this just a waste of this room? And the answer is, not really, because I don't use it. It just gets used as a storage dumping ground. So why not actually organise the stuff? So Christmas related items, I'm going to stack against that wall and on the shelf. Well, damn. Whilst I'm organising like the basement and stuff like that, I've made progress. I'll show you in a second. I've just managed to find my old like balance sheet of when I was like 14, 15, when I was trying to afford all the equipment to start making YouTube videos. All in all, aiming for £500 by the 3rd of the 11th, 08. I can tell you right now, young Tommy did it because that's what bought me my first laptop to start making YouTube videos. I put in the hustle, but I got it done. And I tell you what else I just found as well, which I absolutely love. And I think this might be the PC. It actually is. This is my first PC that I started making my YouTube videos on. Like, it's got my Razer logo on the side. Bloody hell, from back in the day, I got it from a company called Computer Planet. This will have like all my old sort of Minecraft worlds on it and YouTube videos and stuff. But because I bought that when I just started doing my YouTube, like I got my first paycheck and I bought that. My college tutor at the time actually drew the PC and called it Tom's Ultimate PC. So look at this. And that's that. And it was this same college tutor who drew this. Look, there's the laptop. That's the laptop in the background that I used to make all my videos on that I was talking about affording there. That's that laptop. And then I replaced it, Terminator style, with the ultimate PC that led me on my entire career. And this is the same college tutor called Paul Mather who inspired me and said, listen, Tom, go and do YouTube for a year. If it doesn't pan out, you can always come back to education. And that was like nearly 11 years ago. So actually, I think it was over 11 years ago. Flipping heck. Might be to what? Yeah, nearly 12 years ago. Paul, thank you so much for your support, man. I've still got this to this day, and I will never, ever part ways with it. This is why I always hold on to all my memories. Any letters that fans have sent me or anything like that, or anything they've gifted me, painted for me, for example, like these things down here. I keep hold of everything, and I never chuck it away as a memory to look back on. Right, so I've got the bottom of my basement back. I've got no stuff hanging around here. I've just got some stuff that I need to take upstairs, and let me show you my new organised basement. Whoa, oh my gosh. Now, I've not just piled everything up over there. That's actually like boxes containing pop figs and stuff like that. I've got all my art supplies over here, random stuff that I think I need to get rid of and donate sort of thing. I got artwork and paintings that I'm holding onto over there, Christmas decorations, and then the organised shelf unit. But look at it. It is so much more organised, and I can actually walk through this space. It's brilliant. I was literally sat down and I was like, well, I'm not really doing anything. I should really just pull my finger out and get some shit done. And you know what? I did. I've done it. And I am very, very proud of it. For some reason, I found myself on a mission just tidying up the house as much as possible. And for literally probably 8 years, I didn't know this existed. Now, I've always known I've had a sink here because this sink was the original setup for the builders when they were working on the house to be able to like make themselves a brew and all that sort of stuff. But for probably 8 years, this tub has been sat on top of that unit, and it wasn't until I've just moved that unit that I realised that there was a handle on here, and I opened it, and I've just cleared everything out, like all the junk. But look what I found! I found the OG kettle. What a piece of kit. And then I found some up, beautiful, can of chicken soup. Does it say the date on it? Gone out of date 2015, so banging. And then, whoa, what is this bad boy? Baked beans! Mate, I would have survived the zombie. This is like a zombie apocalypse find. Out of date 2014! You know it's been there a long time if your canned food's gone out of date. But whew, we are really, really getting shit done in the essence of organising the house. That said, may have found a bit of an issue for future projects of getting the work done because when you enter into here, being the comms room with all the tech and stuff like that, I was just moving some stuff that was on the floor and I noticed this. Now I've scraped it off the wall and I've FaceTimed my dad speaking to him about it, but we're worried that there might be a leak from the wall behind into here. Now it could just be that there's things like lay against the wall, like boxes and stuff like that, lay against this stuff for like the last 5 years straight, and because it's bringing in cold air and hot air and there's loads of hot air, it may have just stewed and like pulled the stuff out the wall. It could also be the fact that in the room next door, there could potentially be a breach from the water tray that's in the ground here, because this is like a wet room, and it could be going water into there and then into the wall. So fingers crossed that's not the case. I'm going to try and find out what that is and hope that, because that is the back basement wall, that the water isn't somehow getting in through the membrane we put in. Because if the membrane's breached, this is just gonna be a nightmare. And speaking of nightmares, I believe there's another storm coming in, so I'm battening up the hatches on the hot tub. We've come full bloody circle. I fell over. In the next vlog, I might be ending up on Sky News because my house bloody blew down or something like that. Now, I'm taking refuge inside because I'm not joking, there's another storm coming in, so hopefully you'll see me in another vlog. But I just want to say a big shout out to Boundary for sponsoring this video. I do really appreciate it. They provided a service I needed next door, and they could do the same for you. So if you do want to get yourself a new alarm system, make sure you check the link in the description. Use code TOM for 45% off, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog where I've got some big updates with the house next door, the planning, the extension, and as well as this house. So it's going to be an interesting one because I've got some new architectural plans in the works and I can't wait to share them. So guys, much love, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.